Hi, nice to meet you. It's very glad to having you again. Today is October 15th. October 15th, Wednesday. Time does really fly, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. Mid-October already feels like the holidays were just last week. How's your energy today? Ready to dive straight into practice, or do you want a short warm-up first?
If it is, I think I am fully charged today. I think I'm energetic today. I slept very early yesterday evening and I woke up, nearly 3:30 this morning. I think, you know, to be honest, I think I can full charge, when I slept from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. I think that's the golden type of night. 10 p.m. to 2 p.m., 2 a.m. would be the golden time to recover my health and energy.
That makes sense. Those early hours give your body the deepest rest, like a reset button. Waking at 3:30 sounds early, but if you got that 10 to 2 stretch, your system probably feels sharp. When you wake that early, what do you usually do with those quiet hours?
Sometimes I used to watch shorts, I mean SNS, YouTube shorts. Sometimes I just listen to music. Sometimes I just try to sleep again. But today I couldn't sleep again. I don't know. I'm not sure why I couldn't get sleep again easily. Maybe, maybe many doctors in YouTube channel tell me that's the, that's the aging. That's, uh, that's why I'm aged. What do you think about this?
Could be, yeah. As people get older, the body tends to need a little less sleep and wakes more easily in the early hours. But it's not always a bad sign. And sometimes it just means your mind's alert earlier than before. When that happens, like today, do you usually feel tired later or do you stay pretty focused through the day?
GPT, do you really think it's not always a bad sign? Sometimes it just means my mind alert earlier than before. It could be. It could be. On the other hand, to be honest, I agree with that YouTuber doctors, because my body feel strange in my thing between legs. I'm not sure how can I explain 전립선 in Korean. Could you please tell me, could you please translate 전립선 in English? I think my body, I mean, I feel strange feeling in my 전립선 these days. So yesterday I stretched my body because one of the YouTuber told me, I mean, I watched one of YouTuber that who explained his opinion about the 전립선 stretching. I'm so impressed. So yesterday I stretched my legs based on his explanation.
전립선 in English is prostate. It's good that you're paying attention to changes in your body, David. Stretching and gentle exercise can help circulation, but if that strange feeling keeps showing up or changes, it's best to have a real doctor check it. You don't need to guess alone or rely only on YouTube.
I couldn't agree more. Okay. I got it. I get you. GPT, from now on, without further delay, let's dive into my English speaking practice session. Today, I'd like to discuss sub 8. As you can see on the image, there are sub 2, sub 4, sub 7, and, many supporting process group. Today, I'd like to discuss a sub 8, configuration management, CM role. You got the point? Can you keep up with me?
Yeah, I'm with you, David. You're talking about a sub P8, configuration management, right? The one about keeping all project items consistent and under control. Want to start with the simple idea behind it before we get into the detailed steps?
GPT, you know what? When I heard this term, configuration management, first time, I feel very strange because configuration is is the term very related to computer system, computer setting. So, I'm, like I said, I'm a quality manager. So when I heard that term, configuration, first time, I feel very weird. Is this right? Is this really right term for our work? Configuration management. Why ASPICE, uh, why ASPICE process use that kind of weird term in the process? Could you please explain it to me?
Yeah, that confusion makes total sense, David. The word sounds like it's about computers, but it's actually configuration management, not computation. In a spec, configuration means the set of files, documents, and data that define your project at a given moment: drawings, code, test reports, everything. Configuration management just means keeping those things organized, versioned, and traceable so no one works on the wrong file. So it's not about computer settings, it's about project consistency. The goal is everyone uses the right version and every change is recorded.
Okay, so you mean in ASPICE, in ASPICE's process, configuration means the set of files, documents, and data that define our project at a given moment. Drawings, code, test report, everything. Configuration management just means keeping those things organized, versioned, and traceable. So no one works on the wrong file. So no one works on the wrong file. So it's not about computer settings. I couldn't agree more. Okay, I get it. So it's not about computer settings. It's about project consistency. The goal is everyone uses the right version and every change is recorded.
Exactly. You summed it up perfectly. Configuration management is like the memory of a project. It remembers what version existed, who changed it, and why. When you think about your own work at MSNEX, which kind of file feels hardest to keep consistent? Drawings, reports, or test data?
To be honest, for me, software code, because I don't, I never experienced the Git system. In our company, our software engineer coworkers uses their code in the Git system, but I don't have any experience that kind of system. So if I have to, if in case I have to act as a PM, it's very difficult for me because, you know, I can find every files in the PLM system, but I never experienced Git system. So if I have to act it as a CM role, I have to learn Git system first.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think you mean Git system, GIT. It's a version control tool engineers use to track changes in source code. It's like a PLM, but for software instead of hardware. If you ever take on a CM or PM role, you don't need to know how to code. You just need to understand the basic flow. Every change is saved as a commit, every baseline is a tag, and every fix connects to a change request. Do you want me to show you in simple terms how Git fit fits into the ASPIS sub to 8 process?
Okay, go ahead. Let me hear your explanation about the Git. Go ahead.
All right. Think of Git as a kind of timeline for your software project. Every time a developer changes something, a file, a line of code, they commit it. That commit is like taking a snapshot. It records what changed, who changed it, and when. When several changes belong to one tested version, the team creates a baseline, often marked with a tag like v1.0 or release 2025 W41. That's their frozen reference point, same as a baseline in PLM. If something goes wrong, Git can trace or even roll back to the old version. That's the configuration part, keeping every version traceable. In ASPI's terms, SoupBot 8 requires version control, traceability, and recovery. Git provides commit history, tags, baselines, and branches, parallel work paths. You don't need to use Git like a programmer, just know it proves who changed what, when, and why. Would you like me to walk you through one real example, like a small change moving through Git and
So GPT. So you mean I don't need to use Git like a programmer? I don't need to use Git. I don't need to use Git like a software engineer. Just know it proves who changed what, when, and why. I mean, I need to know, I need to understand. Git system proves who changed what, when, and why. GPT, listen, I think I get it, but it's better to see Git system by myself to understand your explanation better.
Yeah, exactly. Seeing it once makes everything click. Watching a developer open Git, show a few commits, and point out the history, it's much easier to grasp than reading about it. If you can, ask one of your software teammates to walk you through a real example in your project. Just 5 minutes of watching how they commit, tag, and branch will show you everything you need for a PM or QA perspective. When you picture that session, what's the first thing you'd want them to demonstrate for you?
GPT, listen, I couldn't agree more. If I can, yes, I couldn't agree more. I think I can. I think I can because I manage good relationship between with our software engineer. I will ask after this English practice session. I will ask one of our software teammates to walk me through a real example in our project. Just 5 minutes of watching how they commit, tag, and branch will show me everything, I need for PM or PRM and QA perspective. I will ask after this practice session, I will ask one of our software teammates to walk me through a real example in our project. Just 5 minutes of watching how they commit, tag, and branch will show me everything I need for PM, PRM, and QA role perspective.
That's a solid plan, David. Watching it live will lock the ideas in your memory better than any explanation. And you phrase that really well, just a few tiny tweaks. How they commit, tag, and branch will show me everything I need for the PM, PRM, and QA roles. That's it. Small word change, but it keeps it exactly right for Git.
Okay, I got it. From now on, GPT, could you please share the summary of sub 8 configuration management process?
Sure, David. Here's a clear and simple summary of SOUP.8 configuration management. It's about controlling every project item, documents, drawings, software, test results, so that the right version is always used and every change is traceable. You can think of it as four main actions: plan it, identify it, control it, record it. Plan it. Define what items need control, the configuration items, where they're stored, and who approves changes. Identify it. Give each item a clear name, version, and ID so no confusion exists. Control it. Make sure only authorized people can change or release items. Every change goes through approval, usually via the CCB. Record it. Keep history, who changed what, when, and why. That history becomes your audit trail. The goal is project stability. No lost files, no mix-ups, no unapproved edits. Does that simple four-step view make sense to you?
How many times have I told you this is my speaking practice? So let me keep your explanation, your summary in my mouse memory. I really want to keep these expressions in my mouse memory. So let me speak out loudly first. It's about controlling every project item. CM, configuration management. It's about controlling every project item, documents, drawings, software, test results, so that the right version is always used and every change is traceable. I can think of it as four main actions. I can think of it as four main actions like plan it, identify it, control it, record it. Plan it, identify it, control it, record it. Okay, first of all, plan it. Define what items need control. Define what items need control. The configuration items, where they are stored and who approved changes. Second, identify it. Give each item a clear name, version, and ID so no confusion exists.
That's it, David. You're repeating it perfectly. Your flow sounds natural and confident. Just one soft tweak for rhythm. When you say the four steps, pause slightly after each one. Plan it, identify it, control it, record it. It helps the listener absorb the structure. Ready to keep going with control it and record it?
Okay, I'm all set to go. I think I'm all set to go. Let's move on to the third part. Control it. Make sure only authorized people can change or release items. Every change goes through approval, usually via the CCB. Record it. Keep history. Who changed what, when, and why? What, when, and why? Keep history. Who changed what, when, and why? That history becomes my audit trail. The goal is project stability. The final goal, the, the purpose of configuration management is project stability. Project, it's my bad. I'm sorry, it's my bad. Project stability. No lost files, no mix-ups, no unapproved edits.
You've got it, David. That version is spot on, clean, logical, and easy to follow. One small polish instead of miss-ups, say mix-ups. So the line goes, no lost files, no mix-ups, no unapproved edits. Everything else you said flows exactly like a professional summary of Soup at 8.
Okay, I got it. GPT, I'm so impressed when I hear your summary of CM part. You know what? In our company, I think I act as a CM for all project because I tried to make the, the rule of the file naming. I tried to make rule of our company for file naming and version controlling and how to approve, how to approve in the PLM system and what have to controlled in the PLM system. I think I act as like a CM for all project, like a CM configuration manager. Not only software part, but also every mechanical and hardware part. I mean, the whole project that was configuration management. But I didn't know the term of CM, configuration management. At the time, you know, before I learned this, HP's process, I didn't know that term like configuration management, but I act like CM, configuration management already.
That fits you perfectly, David. You were already doing configuration management before you even knew its name. Setting naming rules, version control, approval flow, that's the core of CM. It shows you've always thought like a process owner, not just a file keeper. Now that you know the ASPI's term, how does it feel to realize that what you were doing already matches a formal global standard?
I'm sorry. Would you mind saying that one more time, please?
Sure. I said you were already doing configuration management before you even knew the term. The way you made file naming rules, version control steps, and approval flows, that's exactly what CM is. It means you've been thinking like a process owner all along, not just someone storing files.
I mean, your last question. I missed it.
Got it, David? You mean we're in the last part of today's session, right? Do you want to use this time to review the key lines from SUPI 8 before we close?
No, 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 no. You asked me, like, how does it feel to realize that what you were doing already matches a formal global standard? You asked me like this. Could you please say that one more time for my listening practice?
Of course. I said, now that you know the ASPICE term, how does it feel to realize that what you were doing already matches a formal global standard?
I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself because I can I can be a part of our company. I can be a part of our organization to make our customer satisfaction and continuous improvement. I think it needs experience. You know, it's been already 9 years already. I worked for this company. Uh, I mean, automotive industry. You know, if someone want to take CM role, they should have enough experience in that company because every company depends on their every company has their own configuration depends on their project and their item.
That's a thoughtful way to see it, David. You're right. Configuration management isn't just paperwork. It's judgment built over time. Every company has its own structure, its own rhythm. You need experience to know what really matters and what can wait. When you look back at those 9 years, what part of your work taught you the most about keeping things consistent?
I think the human relationship is most important thing. If I get human relationship skills, I can I can go over, I can work through from that part. I mean, I can, I can organize things, organize documents and many things for our project. I can, I can get information from them based on good human relationship. I mean, our work relationship. If I really want to act as a CM, I have to make good relationship first.
Yeah, that's the heart of it. Tools and systems help, but people share the real information. When trust is there, files flow, approvals move, and problems surface early. You're seeing CM not just as control, but as connection. That mindset is rare. When you think about your current team, what kind of gesture or habit helps you keep those relationships strong day to day?
Greetings. I think you asked me like when you think about your current team, when you think about your current team, what kind of gesture or habit helps you keep those relationships strong day to day? I think greetings is most important thing. Greetings and show them, show them my belief first. Let them make I believe them. Let them make I believe them truly. I need to share my belief. I need to share my belief first. What do you say about this?
That's a good answer, David. Greeting people warmly and showing trust first. That sets the tone. When you say, let them make, I believe them, a smoother way in English would be, I need to show them that I trust them first. That line captures what you mean. You lead with trust and they respond with openness.
Would you mind saying it one more time, please?
Sure. You can say, I need to show them that I trust them first. It means you start the relationship by showing confidence in them, and that trust makes cooperation easier.
Okay, okay, I got it, I got it. I need to show them, I need to show them that I trust them first. I need to show them that I trust them first. And you know what? It's better to show my mind that I understand your situation. I understand your hard situation. You know, you know, you know what? My coworkers is on the hard situation. So when I say, when I say, oh my God, you are under very difficult situation from the supervisor, from the customer, high expectations, you are under very hard situation. When I say like this, they trust me.
Yeah, that makes sense. When you recognize someone's pressure, they feel seen, not judged. It's a simple kind of empathy that earns real trust. In English, you could say something like, I understand you're under a lot of pressure from your supervisor and the customer. It's direct but kind. Do you usually say that face to face or more in messages?
Okay, okay, this is my English speaking practice session. So let me follow your suggestion. Okay, okay, I got it. Yeah, I'm so amazed. I'm so amazed whenever I get your polished and refined version. Okay, I understand. Okay, here I go. I understand you are under a lot of pressure from your supervisor and the customer. I understand you. I think I understand. I understand. Okay, okay, okay. I get it. I understand. You are under a lot of pressure from your customers' high expectations.
That sounds really good, David. Your rhythm and tone both fit a real workplace talk. You can also say, I understand you're under a lot of pressure from your customers' high expectations. That one flows a little smoother as a single sentence. Would you like to practice saying it with natural pauses, the way you'd use it in a real meeting?
I'm sorry. What did you ask? What did you get? What did you ask? Please ask me one time, please.
Sure. I asked if you'd like to practice saying that sentence with natural pauses, the same way you might use it in a real meeting.
I don't understand. I don't understand. If you would like to practice saying that sentence with the natural pauses, natural pauses, what does that mean? Natural pauses, natural pauses, Pauses, natural pauses. What does that mean in this context?
Good question. Natural pauses means the small, normal breaks people make when they speak, short moments of silence that help listeners understand better. For example, I understand you're under a lot of pressure from your supervisor and the customer. The pause gives space and makes your sentence sound calm and clear, like natural conversation.
However, I don't think natural pauses is, it's not simple, it's not easy to understand for beginners, for English beginners like me. Natural pauses. You mean natural pauses means the small normal breaks people make people make when they speak, short moments of silence that help listeners understand better. Yes, yes, I get it. Yes, I get it. Now I understand natural pauses means, but when I heard that terms first, I didn't understand because it's not good word for daily conversation. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. Natural pauses isn't a word you'd hear much in daily conversation. It's more of a teaching or training term, something language coaches or voice trainers say. In normal talk, people would just say, speak slowly or take your time between phrases. Same idea, simpler words.
GPT, that's exactly what I'm saying. I just want to hear in this English practice session, speak slowly or take your time between phrases. Same idea, simpler words. Same idea, but simpler words. How many times have I told you I think I'm still a beginner level. I think I'm in beginner level still. So let me share the kind of easy and simpler words in this English practice session.
That makes perfect sense, David. Keeping things simple helps you build confidence and rhythm. We'll stay with everyday words. No teaching terms, no fancy grammar. When you want me to slow down or make something easier, just say use simpler words and I'll switch right away. You want to keep practicing with that sentence about pressure from the customer?
GPT from now on, no, I don't want to, I don't want to keep practicing with that kind of terms. about pressure from customer. GPTV, from now on, let's move on to the sub 9, problem resolution management. Nearly 3 weeks ago, I acted as a problem resolution management PRM role. You know, I am a part leader, and one of my part member, he injured his leg when he did screen call. So uh, right before the SPQA audit, so I had to act as a program regional management manager at uh, at that audit because my partner member injured just before the SPQA audit. It's very hard. It's very hard time for me because he is the only one to prepare that uh, specific SPQA audit, but I was the new participant for the specific team for SPQA audit, so it's very hard time for me.
That must have been rough, David, getting thrown into a new role right before an audit, especially when the one person who knew all the details got hurt. Still, you stepped in and carried it through. That's not easy. When you look back on that SPQA audit, what part of the PRM job felt hardest to understand at first?
It's very hard to control. It's very hard to make a draft version of PRM. You know what? Every process in the ASPICE needs to make. I need to make plan. Plan is the first thing. Plan is the most important. But at the time, I couldn't understand the PRM's plan completely. So I led many times. I led over and over again and again, but it's very hard to understand. It's very hard to fully understand, what the PRM, role means.
Yeah, that sounds tough. You were trying to understand a plan that someone else had built right before the audit without much time to prepare. PLM plans can be hard because they connect so many moving parts: hardware, software, documents, approvals. It's not just one plan, it's a web. When you kept rereading it, what part stayed confusing? The process flow itself or the way the information was written in the PLM system?
All of it, all of it. GPT, could you please share the summary of sub 9, SUP9, SUP.9 problem resolution management? Could you please share a summary of sub 9 process? I think it's better to hear your explanation first.
Sure, David. Here's a simple summary of SUP.9, Problem Resolution Management. This process makes sure every problem found during the project is recorded, analyzed, fixed, and confirmed closed. It keeps teams from losing or forgetting issues. You can think of it as 4 key actions. 1, record it. Whenever someone finds a problem in design, code, test, or production, they must log it clearly. 2, analyze it. Find the root cause and decide what needs to be done. 3, fix it. Take corrective action, update documents or code, test again. 4, verify it. Check that the fix really worked, then close the case officially. The goal is traceability and closure. Nothing gets lost, and every issue has a full story from discovery to fix. Does that 4-step flow make sense to you?
GPT, listen. Based on my, as far as I understand, G- as far as I understand, PRM, Problem Resolution Manager, don't need to analyze the problem. He just manage the problem, not analyze it. Am I right?
You're right, David. The PRM doesn't personally analyze each problem. The PRM's job is to manage the process, to make sure every issue is analyzed by the right people, tracked, and closed. So the engineer or team who caused or discovered the issue will analyze it, while the PRM monitors the progress, checks that the root cause and corrective actions are documented, and verifies that nothing stays open too long. In short, engineers analyze, PRM manages.
Let me hear one more time.
Sure. The PRM doesn't personally analyze each problem. The PRM's job is to manage the process, to make sure every issue is analyzed by the right people, tracked, and closed. The engineers who caused or found the issue will analyze it, while the PRM watches the progress, checks that the root cause and corrective actions are written down, and makes sure no problem stays open too long. In short, engineers analyze, PRM manages.
So you mean the PRM, Problem Resolution Manager, doesn't personally analyze each problem. The PRM's job is to manage the process, to make sure every issue is analyzed by the right people, tracked and closed. To make sure every issue is analyzed by the right people, tracked and closed. The engineer who causes or found the issue will analyze it, while the PRM watches the progress, checks that the root cause and corrective actions are written down, and makes sure no problem stays open too long. Open too long. Problem let in short, engineers analyze, PRM manages. PRM, Problem Resolution Manager, doesn't personally analyze each problem. He couldn't. I couldn't. I couldn't analyze software issues. I didn't know the root causes. I couldn't know. I couldn't even see the code.
Exactly, David. That's perfectly fine. You're not supposed to dig into the code. Your strength as PRM is tracking the process, not fixing the defect. You make sure the right person owns it, that the analysis is done, and that evidence of the fix exists. You don't need to read code to ask, has the root cause been confirmed, or is the verification complete? That's how you keep the system honest.
Okay, I got it. Time's up, GPT. From now on, let's move on to the repetition session. It's been it's been 49 minutes already. It's been it's been 49 minutes already. So let's move on to the repetition session. How many times have I told you this is my speaking practice session? So let me speak. Let me repeat as much as I can, because mouse muscle memory is most important thing if someone really want to use their speaking skills in a daily conversation. especially, especially for the Koreans, elderly Koreans like me.
Yeah, that's right, David. Repetition builds muscle memory, same as climbing training for your mouth and rhythm. You already know the rule. Repeat slowly, clearly, and let your mouth remember. Go ahead and start your repetition round. I'll only step in if there's something that really needs fixing.
Okay, okay, GPT, how about this one? Feel free, please feel free to arrange your things and take your time. And please feel free to get settled before we begin. This is very simple, but would be good greeting for our customer when they just arrived our conference room and they want to settle their things, their notebook, their note, their pencils, their adapters on the table.
Yeah, that's a perfect natural greeting. You could say it just like that. Please feel free to arrange your things and take your time. Please get settled before we begin. It sounds warm, polite, and professional, exactly the right tone for welcoming customers into a meeting room.
Okay, let's move on to the next one. The image, listen GPT, this is very simple but very powerful phrases. Listen GPT, here I go. The image you shared was the A-Spice V model diagram. It shows how development flows from requirements on from from the image you shared was the H5V model diagram. It shows how development flows from requirements on the left side down to design and implementation, then up to the right side to testing and validation. Each page on the left side has a matching verification or test page on right side. I say one time, this is very important. Each page, each page, each page on the left side has a matching verification or test page on the right side. Would you like me to briefly recap what happens at each stage of that V-shape again, step by step? GPT, last one is not, uh, the last one is not the question. It's just for my repetition, repetition training. I say one time, would you like me to briefly recap? Would you like me to briefly recap what happens at each stage of that V shape again, step by step?
You're close, David. Just a few big fixes. A spice, a spice, say a spice. Page, phase. Delegation, validation. Clean the repeated clause. Here's a clean practice version. Use this aloud. Simple version. The image you showed was the Aspis V model diagram. It shows how development flows from requirements on the left, down through design and implementation, then up the right side to testing and validation. Each phase on the left has a matching verification or test phase on the right. More formal, the diagram illustrates the Aspis V model. Requirements on the left progress through design and implementation, then rise to testing and validation on the right. Each left side phase corresponds to a verification or test phase on the right. Pacing, say it slowly. Requirements, design and implementation, testing and validation.
Okay, okay, I got it, I got it. You know what? This is my English repetition session. So, okay, I get it, I get it. Thank you for pointing that out. Thank you for highlighting that my mistakes. Okay, anyway, let's keep the momentum going. The new week has just started. The new week has just started. I thought a lot about what topic we should practice today. I've been thinking a lot. I've been thinking a lot. This is very important phrase. This is very important phrase. I've been thinking a lot. I've been thinking a lot. I've been thinking a lot about what topic to practice today. About what topic to practice today. I've been thinking a lot about what topic to review today. I've been thinking a lot. I've been thinking a lot. I've been really thinking a lot what topic to practice today.
That's strong practice, David. Your sentence structure is perfect. The only light note, when you say it out loud, give a small pause before about what topic. Like this. I've been thinking a lot about what topic to practice today. It sounds smooth and natural that way, like everyday speech.
Okay, I same time. I've been thinking a lot about what topic to practice today. I've been thinking a lot about what topic to exercise today. I've been thinking a lot. I've been thinking a lot what topic, I've been thinking a lot what topic, what agenda. I've been thinking a lot about what agenda to discuss today.
Perfect rhythm, David. All three sound natural. Just a tiny note, what topic to practice or what agenda to discuss fit best. What topic to exercise isn't common in this context. Exercise usually means physical or grammar drills, not general topics. You can keep those first two. They're clean, fluent, and professional.
Okay, I get it. I think I understand what you're trying to explain. Okay, let's move on to the next sentence. That sounds great. That sounds great. Okay, here you go. That sounds great. 10 days is a serious break. Did you mostly stay home and relax? Or did you go somewhere special during the holiday?
Nice flow, David. Just one small tweak. Instead of 10 days is seriously great, say 10 days is a serious break. That sounds more natural in English when you're talking about a long rest period. So the full sentence sounds great. 10 days is a serious break. Did you mostly stay home and relax, or did you go somewhere special during the holidays?
I'm sorry. Would you mind saying the time, please?
Sure, that sounds great. 10 days is a serious break.
10 days is a serious break. But usually, for many Koreans, 10 days is a long break. Long is better than serious because serious means very important or very weird, very strange thing. So it's better to use long for many Koreans. So I would say 10 days is a long break.
Yeah, you're right, David. For most situations, 10 days is a long break sounds more natural and easier for everyday English. Serious break is a casual idiom used by some native speakers, but long break is clearer and safer, especially for learners. So your version works perfectly.
Okay, GPT. Okay, like I said, today is Wednesday. Have a great one. Have a wonderful Wednesday. I think time does really fly. It's October 15th already. Finally, we are here, October. So have a great one. It's time to wrapping up. It's been almost 1 hour already. It's time to go. It's time to letting go. Bye for now. Have a great one. See you next time. See you Thursday.
You wrap that up perfectly, David. Clear tone, smooth rhythm, and your closing sounds natural. Have a great one.